Oh, sorry about that.
You just have to sit in it.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Greetings, greetings. You're cutting through the kitchen. Thank you. Thanks for sure.
Is that okay?
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to EdenHill's second annual Chopped. We're going to officially call this season 2, episode 1. We're thrilled to have you here for an exciting kickoff to round number 1. My name is Guy, and co-hosting with me will be Brandon.
Yes,
This is
Dominic.
Hello, Brandon. We're obviously your host for today, so let's give a big round of applause to the production, to the judges, and the competitors. Who so bravely volunteered, got pressured into competing. And in the wings, we have some competitors to come. Jill is to my left, your right. Terry's over here on this side. They're kind of scoping things out, getting some ideas. All right. Brandon, would you like to introduce our competitors?
Yes, sir. So first we have Juliana. Juliana, welcome to the shop. And second we have Richard. I believe Richard was a competitor last season.
Backed by popular demand.
Yes.
So let's give our competitors a round of applause.
All right, Richard, what did you learn last year that you're going to bring into this year's competition?
Be a little bit more creative.
Maybe be a little bit more creative. All right. The judges didn't hurt your feelings too bad last year?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. All right. I guess they're going to have to try harder this year.
And Juliana, how you feeling about this year's competition?
I'm feeling like I'm gonna win.
Very good. All right, we're going to recap.
Yeah. Anybody on the stage?
We're going to recap the rules before we get started. So the rules are, this is the first round challenge. They are required to create an appetizer in 30 minutes. They will have 5 minutes to collect additional items from the kitchen. Non-dining staff get an extra minute. So these are both dining staff members, so they're only going to get 5 minutes. When we have a non-dining staff member, they get an extra minute in the kitchen. And let me tell you, that was very helpful. An assistant will be provided for collecting items. Is that for all competitors? All competitors will have an assistant, and I've heard some very unique ways that those assistants are going to be used. So we'll see how that plays out. Each competitor must make 4 plates, 1 show plate, and 3 judging plates. Everybody tracking so far? All right. Competitors can earn, this is new this year, competitors can earn 5 additional points based off of audience applause. Okay? So they're going to try and win your hearts over during the competition. We ask that they have friendly banter. Keep it PG-13-ish. Ish. Brandon?
We want to keep the crowd engaged, so we need some help from you guys. So let's encourage our competitors, the onlookers that are competing this season. I saw some competition back there in the back. He's already claimed his spot coming up this year. Somebody's getting chopped. Let's see here. Guy, over to you.
Okay. Is the clock ready for the 5 minutes?
I can make
Getting the clock ready.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you here, get us a minute.
Just 3 minutes.
All right. Are you ready? The clock's ready?
Well, I'm not sure who's sitting.
You're saying?
Yeah,
The
agree.
clock's ready over there? All right. I'm over there.
No, it's ready, but ingredients.
Oh, no, here comes the ingredients right now. Are we ready? Bring it on in.
related to
Drum roll.
that's really thank you.
Drum roll. All right, here comes Chef with the ingredients.
Now drum roll.
As she's rolling in, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Yay, yay. That's good. Wonderful. Can we have some
All
here?
right.
Girl power. Come on, girl.
Our mystery ingredients are spinach, waffle, Oreo, pimento cheese, and the protein is meatball.
It looks like just
Those are some interesting ingredients, guys.
no cheese.
They are. Each competitor must use the provided protein and must use 3 of the 4 remaining ingredients. Are we ready to do the countdown?
Yeah.
I'll repeat the ingredients one more time. You got spinach, waffle, Oreo, pimento cheese, and meatball. And the Oreos are original Oreo, and we have are those vanilla? Is that what we call those?
Golden.
Oreo? Golden Oreo. Fresh spinach, waffle mix, and more meatballs than you're going to know what to do with. All right?
Interesting combination.
All right. I think we need to get this party started. 5-minute countdown for the kitchen.
5 minutes on the clock.
Let's count them down from 5, 4,
3, 2.
5 minutes.
I wish they made their own.
Those are some very interesting choices. Anybody have any ideas of what you would do right off the top of your head? An appetizer.
What would you make with those?
Right.
And Angelina. Yes,
Very nice. Okay, so today is obviously Juliana and Richard. April 23rd at 2 p.m. is Jay and Justin.
Okay.
May 28th, we have Terry and Jill.
And then June 25th will be Suzanne and Josh. So mark your calendars for those exciting rounds that are awaiting us.
Last but not least.
So the judging criteria for this chop season, they're going to be looking at the presentation of the plate. They want to make sure that it doesn't look like something you just throw together for a kid or somebody you don't like. They want to make sure it's tasty. We don't want to eat any food that we don't like, right? The quality of the food, the technique that they're using, and the creativity. So these are some crazy items that we've got. So they got to be creative. I usually dump my Oreos into milk and be done.
Yeah.
Judges, do you have any questions so far? No? All right.
Introduce the judges.
The judges that we have are Travis,
Also known as Trevor, Chew Money, or
Beetlejuice,
like Beetlejuice. That's right.
we've got Wendy over here, and we have Heidi.
So Heidi, what are you looking for as a judge? you know, these are some pretty broad categories. What specifically do you look for?
The first thing I look for is something with, I like color. So I want to see something creative, something colorful, something fun. So I'm excited to see what they're going to make today.
Okay, Wendy, same question for you.
I think we're looking for creativity, but I know what I'm looking for, especially based on last year, is the timing. We had quite a few dishes that could have been pretty good, but they were done so, early, that things became soggy. And I'm definitely looking for people to pay attention and how much salt they put in their potato dish.
Daniel, yeah, hint, Daniel.
Salt.
Travis, I know you're here just for the food, but besides that, anything in particular you're going to key in on this year?
I think it mainly just needs to taste good, but then the parents, right? The parents comes next. We had some last year that I was judging on that definitely didn't have the parents. Some of them tasted good, but didn't have a good appearance, and so you kind of have the whole shebang. You can't just do parts of it. So, but yeah, ultimately it has to taste good.
Very good. So there you have a little insight on what's ticking in their minds and what they're looking for here.
Absolutely.
So we've got just 25 seconds left. Is there somebody back there that's hollering at them at time? Anybody keeping?
Oh, Fred, here, they will.
Anybody keeping track? 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
15-second countdown.
Let's count them down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's give them a hand as they come out with their
Hey. Home kitchen. Wow.
Go for it, Juliana.
Man, wow. I remember coming out with like 3 things on my card.
She literally bought the whole kitchen out. Yeah.
Okay, so let's, Richard, quickly, what did you grab?
I got some
Yeah, look for it.
sour cream, cream cheese, cheddar. I got the tortilla back there.
We're starting.
Bacon just
Okay. All right.
Come on, Juliana.
Juliana, what did you grab?
I grabbed some different ingredients. I got some bread. I got some heavy cream. I like a lot of dishes with cream and butter and cheese. And
Okay. Okay. Very good.
30 minutes, yes. Put protein down. Yep.
All
I
right.
think we need to kick the heckler out in the back.
so sad.
Yeah.
He has to resort to these tactics. It shows severe insecurity. That's the truth.
All right. Where's our producer?
Oh, exterior over there.
That's me.
Oh, there you are. Are you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
We're ready. We got the 30-minute countdown clock ready? All right, let's count them down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
You may begin. Good luck.
Lots of butter, Julianne.
Always. I can never skim on the butter.
That's right. That'll beat him right there.
No, I will make sure that there's not. If I can do my best, I won't touch this banana oil.
Who got this strong?
It's beneath.
Thank you, sir.
Looks like
I appreciate it.
Richard's grabbing some waffle cakes.
I'm still with some butter, so that's I get these hands greased up.
Get a nice little compound butter going. We need some garlic. I don't know who made these meatballs.
Yeah, I don't think they're all made out of it.
What she's gonna make with that though?
Doesn't matter, it's got butter.
I heard compound butter.
That
It-
makes it good.
Yeah,
Butter,
everything are
garlic.
I'd like to stay in the bingo competition side, so I need my cut glove.
Yeah, got in the cut club.
Safety first, safety first.
Get him, Juliana.
My technique is rusty.
Garlic, lime, everything. I can smell the garlic already.
He left, Juliana, go. Come on.
So we have some fun facts that we can sprinkle in while they're getting things kicked off here in the kitchen. The month is March. Does anybody know what March was named after? Mars. That's right. Named after Mars, the Roman god of war. Originally the first month of the Roman calendar. I'm in the way. Daniel's getting some up close shots here. What they're cooking in the kitchen.
Hey, do I you want to ask them if they want their waffle maker plugged in? It takes 40 minutes to get up.
Okay, let me.
Are either one of the competitors going to use the waffle maker?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. The answer is yes. So we need to plug her in. 20 minutes to warm up. Take 6 minutes to use.
Hey, Guy.
Yes, ma'am.
Really upgraded on our tech and our
We have. So this is quite the
I think this
production.
one's out.
We have Daniel walking around getting some up close shots over here on the screen. We're broadcasting back to healthcare, so they're able to partake. And we've had some of our residents from assisted living healthcare come join us today. Thanks for coming over. Good to have you, ladies.
You need it on?
I moved it to this one.
Okay. Well, there's it. It's ready to go.
So there was a pre-meeting for all contestants, and they were given the rules of engagement, and then they were sized up for safety equipment. They were sized up, the cut glove for overshoes that you have to wear non-slip shoes in the kitchen. So some of our competitors don't have those readily available. So they were sized up for some non-slip overshoes that they'll have to put on. Juliana is wearing her cut glove.
My kitchen crock.
We've added the countdown clock this year. We have a co-host. We'll have different hosts throughout the competition. The judges will remain the same to keep everything consistent. Juliana's going in for the spinach.
Taste test.
Cookie stuff.
Making sure they're fresh. Very good.
I'm using the ingredient by eating it.
I don't know if that counts.
Didn't say exactly how you actually.
So what are you working on back there, Richard?
Doing our little pimento mix.
Okay, blending up the pimento.
Juliana, what are you working on over here?
Working on a really tasty ball. Wow. But it's not a ball shape. It's just a deconstructed meatball.
Okay. Well, it's really safe through. My dish was a bistro special, Jay. Jay's got a sign back there that says, "Those who can't cook, host." You'll see if any of your dishes become a bistro special.
Slap noodle.
Flop.
Flop, noodle flop.
Brandon, what can you tell us about the spring equinox? Anything?
I can.
March 20th and the 21st marks the spring equinox, the official start of spring.
Daniel turned it off because it got in the way of his camera.
Sorry to see that side. The other one?
Someone needs to catch on fire.
There you go. Fancy that. What would we do?
Anybody know what March 14th is called?
Pie
Day. Pie Day. Why is it Pie Day?
3.1416.
There you go. Mystery got it. 3.14 blah, 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 blah.
16.
Is it the pie of the year? Like the third month? Is it the pie of the year?
I guess maybe so, but I think it's more for that equation, the 3.14.
For the use of pie.
Pi r squared.
That's when it's round. No pie or round.
So let's see.
Somebody said pie is the only pie guy can make.
The eyes. All right, so both contestants have the protein, which is the meatball, in their pans. Juliana has Oreo cookie,
She ate a cookie.
and she ate a cookie.
She doesn't have a cookie, but she ate a cookie.
I see the spinach is on the table. Pimento. I think you're covered.
Richard's got the waffles.
Richard went for the waffle mix. The protein, obviously. He's already worked with the pimento.
Oh, here comes more butter. Way to go, Juliana.
Starting to smell good in here.
It is.
Air it out.
Oh, okay. They're making.
Liven things up a little bit.
Get it real fragrant in here.
Well, good in here, y'all. National Puppy Day was March the 23rd.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What?
National Puppy Day.
National Puppy Day.
Yes, was March the 23rd. Celebrate puppies because they bring us joy and love.
We got some bread and we get too much butter.
Okay.
I brought my special chopsticks.
Can we have security escort the guy in the back out, please? We are down to 20 minutes, you guys. 20 minutes.
50 minutes. Richard's got waffle mix mixed up. Like he's sauteing down some spinach. Did your pimento go into the waffle mix?
Into the waffle mix.
It went into the waffle mix.
Whoa. Creative.
That's great.
So, Juliana has spinach and Oreo, about 3 tons of butter.
Yay.
They both have implemented the protein, obviously. You have the pimento. No, you can't have any help.
Ask your assistant. Got it.
God, that made her mad. I don't need your help. She's now implementing the pimento. The Oreo's just, she's only eaten the Oreo. I haven't seen the Oreo go into anything yet.
No, the Oreo did not go in.
Richard has implemented the waffle mix, the pimento, the spinach, and the protein. So, Richard, how are you feeling? We're almost halfway through.
I'm okay. Time is a little effort, but I'm trying to get there.
Okay, he's feeling good. A little concerned about time.
Juliana, how do you feel, baby?
I'm feeling hot.
Okay.
Like on fire.
We're pulling for you, Juliana.
So Juliana started off filling the room with wonderful smells of butter and garlic, and then she had, it looked like a baguette, and she sliced that up, and she dunked bread in the compound butter, and that is now in the oven.
Now we're gonna have pimento cheese.
Gonna burn. I've got some audience critics saying it's gonna burn.
Not kidding, Juliana. Don't listen to them.
Wow.
Sounds like you want to look for Richard.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, but you won't be church and say something.
So it looks like the meatball has been incorporated into the sauteed spinach. Is that sour cream in there with that?
Sour cream.
Sour
Like a
cream,
spinach.
spinach. Okay.
And we can use the fire, right?
Same way that Liberty does.
The fire? Oh, fryer.
That's a joke, right?
Fryer. Thus it said we could use fire. No.
We don't have a fryer, Richard, remember?
Don't
Fryer.
be picky.
Oh, it is?
We don't need the fire department showing that.
Oh.
We're big fans of the dairy products.
Is this like a soup?
So I'm making a little dip, a little special dip.
Okay. Speaking of pimento, does anybody know where pimento originated from? New York.
Oh, get a rope.
Wasn't that a Pace commercial?
Yeah. She ripped the stuffing out of the Oreo.
She put it in her.
Yeah, she put it in there, yeah.
You might have missed that, but
Oh, okay. So now she's incorporated 4 of the ingredients. She used the Oreo in the sauce.
And did she put the
Secret sauce.
See? Yeah.
Interesting. The judges have a puzzled look on their face. He ran into the kitchen. He's using the fryer.
Oh,
They're allowed to go in the kitchen. That's the only
use the fryer.
piece of equipment that they're allowed to go in the kitchen and use. Everything else has to be done here.
What do they?
We'll ask him when he comes back what he was frying.
Who's watching him? Yeah. Using the fryer. Put a camera on
If
it.
there's any question, I can always go back and watch video.
Okay. It's the replay.
We will ask him what he was frying.
That's how you know he's like a good cook, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That one keeps going now.
Please help.
Check on.
Oh, Daniel's gonna show us.
You want to let the crowd know what you're frying?
We're doing a little bit of chicken tenders right here. Chicken tender bites.
All right.
Program here.
Daniel, we appreciate the update on what Richard is doing back there.
I think he called for help. What is he doing?
I'll make a turkey sandwich on a couple of tortilla rolls and I get full. Then I can sit and eat 8 baskets of tortillas, which is like 24.
And so is your bologna sandwich. Your dance moves too.
You got to carry him, huh?
I did. Thank you. No, you had to be at the Oscars to see his dance moves. I had video too. You were. Okay, yeah.
She may not recognize you guys.
I was a shorter guy. With the mask. The one that had a left and a right foot, that was me.
No, it's fine.
So, I don't know if everybody else saw what Jake put up there. He said the host is bland.
And now I just know my brain is so salty.
Let's see. Let's check the schedule. When is Jay's scheduled to cook?
Next month. Next month.
Next month. Okay. We'll see if this food is salty next month.
Absolutely.
So the Oreo cookie is one of our ingredients. Any ideas when the Oreo cookie first came out? And it wasn't called a cookie when it first came out.
A biscuit.
It was a biscuit.
That was British because it was a biscuit.
Interesting.
It's sold in over 100 countries. Introduced by Biscuit. Anybody want to guess the year? It's the oldest cookie or biscuit. Who said 1912? Sue Harmer. Wow. 10. We've got 10 minutes.
Come on, dude.
Was she Googling over there? Asking out there? Good job. 1912. Hardly knows. There's a variety of flavors, including mixed peanut butter, birthday cake, and more. Double Stuff was introduced in 1974.
Yay.
My favorite.
Gotta get Girl Scout cookie.
Came out perfect.
No burnt bread?
No burnt bread today.
Pretty perfect. Let's still be careful.
Well, Richard?
All right, you guys got about 8 minutes.
It's good to meet you, yeah.
Well, I gotta taste it and see if it's good.
There it is.
That's the key right there.
Looks like Richard's beginning to think about starting to plate some things together. He's got 4 cups of honey that he just prepared.
Get him.
So Heidi, what are you thinking over here? What's going through your mind as you see what's going on?
I mean, everything smells really good. I'm curious to see how it's all going to turn out. I'm wondering with some of the ingredients, especially the Oreos, how that's going to come into play. I'm a little scared, to be honest, but I think it's going to be really neat.
You have to eat it.
I what's here?
There's no pinch judges today.
No.
She's got plates for plates.
Travis, what are you thinking?
It smells really good. So it's hard to see. Daniel gets up there every once in a while, but we're relying on y'all to tell us what they're doing.
Okay,
Oh, he said you can get up and walk around.
well noted. You can.
Waiting
So
on-
what did you see when you walked around? What caught your eye?
Wendy's.
What are you looking forward to trying?
I'm curious about how they're gonna incorporate the Oreo, and I saw some of it in a sauce, so I'm very curious on what the it was.
Okay. Right. Curious about the Oreo. As we all know, Juliana's went into the dipping sauce. Richard, where did your Oreo end up?
I didn't use the Oreo.
He did not use the Oreo. Did not use
Bad,
it.
Richard.
Sweet guy.
He's not too much of a sweet.
Just on the outside. Hi, everybody feeling good? Feeling good about this? You're gonna go to Flavor Town like Guy Fieri?
Got your waffling just in time.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
So you've got a waffle started?
Yeah, I got 2 already.
Two already.
Got some bacon coming out. Bacon. Richard's got some bacon.
That sounds good.
Let's butter and cream. Let's test everybody's knowledge on spinach. Where did spinach originate?
Spain.
What did you say? Oh, Popeye's part of it. Not originate. It begins with a P. Ancient Persia. It was boosted in popularity by that. It's packed with vitamins. How many can you name?
Vitamin A.
Vitamin A is one. K is another. Iron, calcium, magnesium.
Yeah.
There's one more vitamin. You said A and K. C. Janie Monteverdi got it correct.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. The secret ingredients were spinach, Oreo, waffle,
Pimento.
pimento,
And the meatballs.
and then the meatball was the protein.
They have to use how many?
Have to use 3 of the 4. So Juliana's used, I believe, all 4. Right? We got
Besides
this.
the waffle.
Besides, you did not do the waffle?
Oreo, pimento, spinach, meatball.
Okay, so they've each used 3. Juliana skipped the waffle, and Richard skipped the Oreo.
But Juliana got personal
It'll
with
be tiny.
Miss Sammy, what has caught your eye today from the audience?
Seeing the creativity is amazing. Really amazing.
It is. Creativity is amazing, especially thinking it up on the fly.
Right.
Jay's going to have a really hard time doing that. One more thing.
Stop picking on Jay.
If you could read the signs he's back there writing out.
You pick on him.
I need to read them. Justin and my episode will be great.
Well, what kind of great?
You spell it Grate.
Grate, yeah.
Great. G-R-A-T.
Like this.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to you, Terry. As a future competitor, Terry, did you get any ideas today?
This is so nerve-wracking. I am so not looking forward to this, and they are doing such a great job. And then Jill and I are going to conspire. We already said, hey, maybe we could disqualify ourselves if we didn't come back to the kitchen in time with all our ingredients.
Or we're gonna start it.
Looks amazing.
Just under 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
A little bit of the pimento juice with a little lemon.
Say that again?
I mix the pimento juice with a little lemon and honey to make a little bootleg glaze or kind of a I was hoping for a balsamic glaze, but me and my helper didn't get to the vinegar or balsamic vinegar. We're making with what we've got.
Okay.
Creative points.
Interesting.
Oh, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Now it's 2 minutes.
Get on the plate, Richie, let's go.
All right, so it looks like Richard has his waffle, which incorporated the pimento. Interesting.
Yeah.
So he's putting down the base of waffle. And where did those chicken nuggets come from?
Came from the sky.
Were those waiting for you in the fryer? Or did you grab those ahead of time?
No, I fight them off. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. All right, so it looks like a spin on chicken and waffles is where Richard is going. Okay. And then Juliana has her bread.
1 minute.
Come on, Richie. On the plate. Come on. You got it.
Crostini. So it's a play on crostini. I believe is the technical term. Is that what you would use?
That's what I would call it.
Okay. Very good. 35 seconds.
Wendy's getting really nervous.
35 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
It's like they're both coming down to the wire. Down to the wire.
Let's go, Richard. Come on, Richie.
Just take off the lid, dude, and just splash it.
Juliana, we're pulling for you.
Come on, let's give encouragement. Let's finish up on time. 10, 9,
Let's go, Richie.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Time's up. Come on, let's give him a hand.
Let us celebrate. Let us celebrate is what's.
Trouble with looking if you got to clean it up.
All right. So, the rules of engagement from here are, Destiny, remind me, are we doing the crowd first or crowd while they're sampling and doing such? The crowd response while they're sampling? Okay. So we're going to bring a sample plate around so everybody can kind of see what's going on.
These are your judges' plates.
And then who gets to present to the judges first?
I'd like to give them both at the same time.
Get both? All right. So while that's being passed around and shown around and the judges get to work. So how do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good about what I put together. I try to keep in mind 4 things: salt, fat, acid, and heat.
I know.
As a morning person, I said before. I'm just hoping I don't have to clean up the mess I made.
I think Chef tried to get a head start on that.
Richard, how you feeling on your plate?
I'm confident, pretty confident of the flavors there, so hopefully the general for the taste, keep it for the same.
All right, well, turn it over to the judges to judge our plates.
Wow.
Very nice looking.
So Mystery, what impressed you?
See, I got this.
You know how they could take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and make something that nice.
You can take a picture of this.
They both did a wonderful job. I think both plates look very, very appetizing. Very appetizing. I'd be willing to try both. In 30 minutes. Yeah.
So Oreo,
That came to spare.
Oreo's a secret chef, you guys. What would you have made?
So do we want to do the audience
We could have done another.
poll now to see who gets the extra 5
That was
points
good. Are we okay?
So remind us what we're voting on, please.
on applause?
No, I mean, what are we looking at?
Yeah, we need to. Shifts.
Presentation, because we can't take.
All we could judge is
looks.
Oh, yes. So Juliana, can you explain to the audience what dish you made?
Yes, I was just trying to figure that out right now. I'm trying it. I think I made it now. I'm pretty confident. I made a bruschetta toast, or I made a crostini with some lime pepper seasoned sausage that I, of course, cooked in butter. That is smeared on top of the toasted baguette with a little pimento, spinach, cheese, heavy or half and half cream, a little bit of butter, and Oreo cookie cream for a little sweetness as a little cheese dip. So that's smeared on the bread, the sausage on top, some fresh spinach for a little crunch, and then I made a lemon honey pimento pepper, kind of like a chimichurri or a little glaze to go on top for a little sweet and acidity.
Very good.
Thank you, thank you.
Wow. Sounds good. And Richard, you would like to describe your dish?
Okay, so we went for like appetizers, so when I want appetizers, I want like a little bit of something, like, a little bit of everything. So I did 2 different ones. I did my take on the chicken and waffles. I just incorporated pimento inside the waffle mix. And the chicken, chicken and waffles gotta have honey, so put the honey on the side, sweetness and contrast. And then with this meatballs, I wasn't too sure what to do. And then I was like, well, spinach meatballs. Like, well, let me do like I love spinach dip. So you're like, and so I put the meatball in and spinach and bacon. Of course, bacon's good with everything. So. And of course, the tortilla chips to go with it. Dip it in.
All right, 2 appetizers for the price of 1. Very good.
I like you made a chili's dish.
So while the judges are sampling, a little bit of announcement. The Doc Talk has been moved to the chapel today. That starts at 3 o'clock. That's Dr. Sally from here in Texas.
Yeah, she's good too.
She's good. So head to the chapel when we're done here. Hear what Dr. Sally has to say. I believe she'll be back tomorrow to help with those that want to tie their hearing aids into the hearing loop system.
It was supposed to be April 1st.
Or maybe it's April 1st.
It's on my calendar.
Check your calendar.
He can't hear.
I can't. Actually, I just went and saw Dr. Sally last week, and they confirmed that. 20 decibels down.
All this time we thought you were ignoring.
Go back and get my hearing aids in 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Good times. All right. Let's give our competitors a hand while they step away so we can say good things about them. Nicely done, nicely done. They're going to go in the soundproof booth in the back. They can't hear what we have to say.
Okay.
I think they went around and did that already. You can do it again for remind them who they're voting for.
Yeah,
Voting
we're
on.
gonna take this plate around. Be reminded of who made it.
Okay, so the plate's going to come around one more time,
We didn't see it.
and then we're going to do the crowd vote.
Yeah.
We'll do the crowd vote.
All right.
It's this guy right here and does,
So this one is Juliana.
this guy does a lot of TV stuff.
Y'all see that? I'll walk down the aisle, okay?
Very nice.
This one is Richard's. This one is Juliana's. And this one is Richard's. Did you change that waffle? Yes, he added pimento to the waffle. In 5 weeks. Yeah. So this one's Juliana's. And this one is Richard. Thank you. Great. I'm gonna walk over here and show y'all. Oh, I don't have an aisle to get down.
Young man, like this one.
Okay, so this one's Richard's.
Most of them are.
Oh, you'll take it?
Yeah, I guess.
And then this one's Juliana's.
So Justin, after seeing today's competition, how are you feeling about your round coming up next month?
Richard's.
I feel pretty good about it, especially considering who my opponent is. You know, I could go into this thing blind, not knowing the setup or anything, and I feel pretty confident.
All right.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to want to miss next month. There wasn't a whole lot of smack talk going on today. I think next month may bring a whole new level. Reminder, it needs to stay PG-13-ish. So, Jay, any response to that?
Mind games is all I have. So this next month we'll ramp it up even more. I've got to break Justin down mentally before he breaks me down food-wise. Yeah.
All right. At least he's being honest.
Get some tips from your wife.
That's right.
Ready to.
We're ready. Okay, has everybody had a chance to see the plate? Everybody know who you plan on voting for? And this will be by applause, not in any particular order. Brandon?
All right. Plate number 1.
Let's use Richard's plate.
Richard's plate. Plate number 1.
Richard plate. All right. Plate number 2, which is Juliana's plate. Okay.
One more time for Richard.
One more time.
One more time for Juliana.
All right. I think we have our the crowd favorite, the people's choice.
Yes. I'd like to make a comment about that.
Hang on, let's get a microphone to you. You got it? Boy.
I think there should be some categories. The judges are building on appearance, taste, and some other things, and we're only judging on appearance. And I think the use of how many ingredients they use, the creativity, there's some other categories you could.
Taste. We got it. We want the taste.
Not being able, for you all not being able to taste, we want you to judge it based off of their performance, the appearance,
And the taste.
some smack talk, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, the entertainment value, were you entertained while they were
It
cooking?
was not very
You know,
good.
Richard tried to get a couple jabs in over there, but. Yeah. You already voted.
Wasn't just applause.
We got it over here. Juliana got it.
Come on through.
Sounds like you're ready to know who's the winners.
You have to walk fast.
So the judges have about
We don't follow directions well, so give us another minute.
okay.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Who is with the beard?
What happened on March 26th, 1907?
Oh, really?
Rewind the teleprompter. Probably have that. March Madness is happening.
It is.
Right. Yeah.
Any upsets that you're crushed over? Anything break your bracket, Mr. Lamar?
No, I have no bracket.
No bracket?
No bracket.
Yeah. So we have a bracket that goes on every year at EdenHill, and our HR director thinks that she's just God's gift to basketball picks. And she did so poorly in the first round that she had to inflate her scores a little bit.
I can't believe anybody would do that.
Uh-huh. So I had to call her out on that.
What about your bracket? Did your bracket break?
But he's still not beating me.
I still have the entire Elite Eight at my disposal. So we'll see what happens in this round of 16.
We'll have to report next month.
We will have to report next month on how the bracket played out. And I'm sure she will probably beat me and then remind me to remind you all.
Somebody won $1 million. I don't even know how.
No one won the $1 million.
Not yet.
Not
The
yet.
bracket was broken.
Really?
Yes.
No
one had the perfect,
No
perfect bracket.
No more perfect brackets.
Bracket was broken.
Bracket was broken.
Yep, the bracket was broken.
So Daniel, what are your thoughts on season 2, episode 1?
I don't know, the competition, I mean, it's pretty scary this season. I don't know if I'd want to be in the mix with, I don't know, Jay. I think Jay's a dark horse in the competition. Justin, I don't think he's shown us all of his talents just yet. I think it's only been the tip of the iceberg thus far. So this may be his way to kind of show out. The round or the matchup that I'm really looking forward to is Jill and Terry. Yes, those leadership meetings can get a little interesting. Let's put it that way. Spicy, yes,
I see.
but professional. And then Suzanne also has some hidden talents as well that she's going to show us.
Okay. So, are we going to let the judges speak to their scorecards?
Let's bring them back out.
All right, if we can have the contestants come back out.
Where do you at?
I think they put them in the cooler.
It's our only soundproof booth that we have is the walk-in. Yeah. I'm going to hand the mic over to the judges and let them speak to the scorecards.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to you both. You both did a really, really great job. It was really fun to try both of these plates. Starting with Juliana, just getting to watch you from this angle, it was so fun. You used all of your time very wisely. The food that you presented, it was very creative. I like that you broke up the meatball. It was fun to watch. A little creative with the Oreo going on there and the sauce. Not gonna lie, that part wasn't my favorite, but I think you did a really, really good job of it. And overall, really great product. So good job. And Richard, it was just fun to kind of see what you came up with. I really loved the appetizer that you made. I loved the spinach part. It was fun. It was very creative. A lot going on, but it was really good taste. So congratulations.
Great job, everybody. I know it's not easy getting up there. So I guess we'll start off with Juliana. Like you said, it was fun to watch you. I was not a fan either of that base sauce that had the Oreo in it, but everything else was like spot on. I mean, once you start mixing, when you said butter, cream, and cheese, it's like, yeah, you had me. And then you started throwing garlic around and putting that in too, and that was like the super topper. So it was really good, very well presented, very well put together, extremely tasty. Good job. I know you lost a little bit of time. You had some technical difficulties in the end applying your sauce. I think if you'd have been able to do that in the manner that I think you desired to, it would have come off on a clean plate versus what you had going on there. Richard, you stepped up your game. When you said you were going to be more creative this year, you really were. But like Heidi said too, I mean, it was almost like you were too creative because there was a lot going on in that sampler plate. I was like, what are we looking at?
I was confused on what to do. Yeah, whenever I get those ingredients, I'm just like, well, I'll just try to do it right now.
And you did. And you did. And yeah, so the trio had it going on there. It was great. I mean, to incorporate something with the waffle, right? Because what are you going to do with the waffle? And I think, now that you've done it, I know that because I know what you do with your food, you're probably looking at it and going, okay, if I do it next time, I'm going to do X. You know what I mean? Even a little more flavor to differentiate that from an actual waffle. And then maybe something a little extra special in that honey to give it that kick to put it over the edge. But great job, everybody.
Yeah, I get to bring up the end, which most things have been said already, but the spinach was really, starting with Richard, the spinach was really good. That the meatball and all that tasted very good together. Chips were not quite as crisp, probably because it happened a little quicker than probably you wanted to. The waffle tasted really good. I didn't get the chicken on top of the meatball. It just was a little too much for me. But the presentation was nice, and it was like when you said you're much more creative than it was last time. I know the little experience probably helped. And Juliana, yours presented really nice. It tasted really good. The Oreo was that part was a little interesting. I was kind of curious of how that was going in, and that part was a little odd. But the rest of it tasted really good. I didn't get the complete taste of it. I had to actually ask Wendy where it was at. So, but it tasted really good, and the presentation was great. So overall, both y'all did a really good job. And so yeah, I know that nerve-wracking experience, at least the first time, you did a really good job. So good job.
So can we give these two contestants a huge round of applause for their bravery and their skill? Can we get a drum roll, please, for the winner of this first round? Moving on to round 2 is Juliana. Juliana, you have any words?
I'm gonna make it to the top for you guys.
Congratulations. I want to thank the audience for coming today. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. Looking forward to seeing you back next month. I want to thank our judges. And we cannot walk away today without a huge round of applause to this production. And it could not happen without this culinary team, led by Destiny's creativity. And the entire team did a wonderful job putting this together. This is great.
Yes.
Round of applause for them.